Welcome back to GTR. My name is Mark, and this is another unboxing. And today we're taking a look at Smartphone Inc. All right, let's dig into this big old box. This is a game for 1 to 5 players, ages 14 and up, and plays in roughly 90 minutes, give or take. It's an economic board game about smartphones. This is something that, listen, if I'm being completely candid, open and honest with you, I saw this board game on many shelves, like on various YouTube channels, and I'd see it in the background on shelves. I would see it, and I would just think, man, that game is ugly. And why is it all over people's shelves? Why are people playing it? Well, this doesn't look like a good game. If I'm being honest, to my eyes, I look at this and go, nothing about this is intriguing to me. But after hearing so many people recently talk about how good it is, I had to check it out. And so when I saw it come up, and I thought, I'll give it a little purchase and bring it over to the old GTR library. Well, I'm excited to try it. It's because I love economic games. And this, at its heart, this is an economic game, just with a theme that we don't see too often. And I think from what I understand, I think it's executed pretty good. So, as always, how does the box open? It's a little tight, hard to get off. That's fine. So we got a nice square box here. Yeah, square. Yeah, nice square box. Lid fits perfectly fine. Okay, interesting packaging here. Kind of looks like a piece of technology that we're opening. Here's the rule book. A little half-sized thing. That's interesting. Haven't seen that before. They're really kind of making it sell. So they're really selling it as, a piece of technology, or you're buying a smartphone or a tablet. Cool, very nice. Hard to judge the length of the book because it's cut in half. But I would say it says 24 pages, and if you were to cut that in half, 12-page rule book is not too bad for a big economic game. Here you go. Okay, and so a frequently asked question at the end here. That and that. So they're calling that 22, 23, 24. So in fact, the rules themselves are 20 pages, so maybe 10 full pages. So, that's cool. So there's the rule book. Steve, artificial intelligence rule book. So this must be for the single player. Kind of like the Automa Factory for Stonemaier Games or something. That's neat. I like that. Is this Steve? Steve has a problem with his eyes, if that's the case. Very cool. Very nice. Okay, so we've got some screens here. So this is the Red Berry Company. And I think, from what I remember, this is some sort of starting bonus, and then these are just pre-done calculations for you. Like, if you sell this many things at this cost, it's kind of just doing the math for you. So there's a number of screens there. A red one, the green one is called Oasis. Very zen. Black is Shooting Star. Blue is Atlantis. Yellow is Suntech. Very cool. So here's your 5 player shields and player colors. I'm guessing this is something to do with Steve, because it's got that weird face on the front. So there's some more Automa or some one-player stuff. Now we're into some tiles. These punch out good. A little bit of a scraggler there. It doesn't just fall out. I don't think you're gonna have any problems with tearing. They seem to be a good mix of you breathe on them the wrong way and they fall out, or you got to get a knife. which neither of those are very good. But those seem to be in there good. This is a tablet. Oh, this is just neat. I think this is just cool. So this is kind of a tablet. You can see the camera there, or the home button. And then there's a camera on the back. It says smartphone. I don't know if this is for the single player stuff, or I think this must just be for the regular game. There's probably not a whole lot of extra stuff just for the single player game. I don't know if this keeps track of the points. Interesting. I don't know if this is where players start based on your color. Cool. Okay, so here's the main. Oh wow, that's thick. Very cool. Let's move this out of the way for 1 second. Very interesting that it's such. Okay, very cool. It's a ginormous. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, that's why I did it wrong. Sorry. There we go. Ginormous board. Not ginormous. I mean, it's a 6-fold. There's 6 tiers. So what's interesting, I like about this, is that everything, every place on the board has indentations. Let's see if we can fill up the whole screen here with this. Has indentations. So everywhere that your cubes go have little built-in slots, and everywhere whatever this is, these are all slotted. Maybe something to do with the rounds. That's all slotted. The various end game triggers or various points, I think, that you score, awards or whatnot, indented. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, and this thing too. The whole market here, all indented. Listen, I don't know what the cost is to indent a board, but I don't know why. I mean, it's clearly twice as thick as a normal board, right? You can see here that she's twice as thick as a normal board. But listen, I don't know if everyone has this opinion, but I don't know why everything in board games is not indented, whether it's the board or the individual player mats. Like if you're, like in Scythe, for example, which is a good example, on your player board you have so many cubes and so many things out. Why isn't everything indented? This is great. I'm obsessed with this. I'm obsessed with the board so far, that everything is indented. I don't know if you have player mats or whatnot, if those are indented, but we'll find out. Let's get the board or the box back up here and get you a look in here. So we got a couple little square tiles here. And then we've just got some pages of various tiles. So these must be something to do with starting. You start with these. That probably matches what's in your shield there. So Suntech, this one here. Yeah, so those match. So you must get that tile or something. I don't know what you do with them. Again, I haven't played the game. So more of that. Here we got some of these pieces. I don't know what these yellow locks are. If this is technology or if that's covering up something. These seem to punch out fine. These are punching out fine. And then there's a number of these kind of long cardboard strips. Ooh. What do we have here, friends? So some big rectangular pieces. Oh, I think this is how you take your actions, if I remember correctly. However you set this up determines the various actions you can take. Like you have to cover something up. So if you wanted a bunch of blue actions, you could do this, and you can get 4 blue actions. A bunch of purple actions, you could do this or something. I have to obviously play the game or read the rules, but interesting. I don't know if these are different for everybody, but there seems to be these boxes, these plastic boxes. Let's get these out of the way here for a sec. Hard to get these out here. I might have just ruined all of this. I don't know. I think these are all the same. Yeah, these must be all the same. just curious as to what these boxes are, if I can get in there. Okay, so I think, this is just cool. You can see here, this is imprinted Cosmodrome Games. And so in these trays, I believe this is where you'll take your various, these are your various resources, I think. I think this is where all of your cubes and whatnot will stay. And so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 6 of these, or there must be 5 of these. And then here's just a container with cubes. And so here's your colors. You've got black, blue, yellow, green, and red. And then these, get these out of the way here. These look to me to be identical to Terraforming Mars or Pandemic. So those are those, yeah, just like Terraforming Mars or Pandemic. So those are the quality of cubes that you're getting there. And then that's it. Some nice little artwork on the back there of the red berry. Nothing to do with blackberry, I'm sure. The red berry company. All right, guys, that is Smartphone Inc. Thanks for sticking to the end. Be sure to tune into the channel for a review or a 3 things or a rules or something. We'll feature this game on GTR at some point in the future here. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, a peace.